Every negative event has some lesson behind it. The more traumatic the event, the greater the lesson. But it's sometimes so hard to get to that lesson. But it's crucial to do so for our own health. If we can get past seeing ourselves as a victim, even if we are a victim, and look for where the lesson is instead, then that is the true road to recovery. Looking for blame, whether it's on ourselves or others, or looking for revenge, or making up excuses, are all the wrong path. We want to own up to any situation, even the traumatic ones, because when we do, we can actually start to get free. We can turn those tragedies into our greatest victories. Otherwise, that lesson that is there will keep trying to make itself known in dreams or in the form of just general unease. And if unchecked, that unease can turn into dis-ease. And that's what we want to avoid. And so what you want to do is actually take what I call a passion walk. Go take a walk somewhere and face what the situation is head on, accepting everything about it and owning up to where maybe you could have done better or maybe how you could have avoided it altogether. I once heard a mystic say that guardian angels understand our suffering because they know it leads to better things. But the one thing that really can bother them is when they see we're not learning from the suffering, because there is a lesson in every single one. So if a tragedy happens and you don't face that lesson, you may face an illness instead, and then the lesson is still in the illness. But isn't it better to just face it head on, let the emotions pass through you, accept whatever they are, and just feel them to their core, feel them into your core, and then they can start to pass. Then lessons and insights can start to rise, unexpected ones, because you're choosing unconditional love for yourself, for others, and you're going to choose a path to happiness. And then if there was some way where you feel like you could have done better in this situation, bring that to your heart and say, we are going to do better. Maybe we need a little bit more compassion. Maybe we need a little bit more bravery. Maybe we just simply need more love. Whatever it is, if we can grasp that lesson, we will be way better off than even before the trauma began. And turn to our higher source, God, whatever name you want to give it, or your own higher self, which is connected to our divine source, because that's where the true healing is, and that's where the true lessons will start to emanate into your consciousness. And allow that negative event or trauma to inspire you to help others, either save them from going through the same thing or save yourself from going through it again. Either way, that's a win. And our spirits, our souls want us to level up, whether we're aware of it or not. And so when our spirit sees us at least making that effort, it rewards us. When it sees us ignoring signs and struggles and just going on as if nothing had happened, that's when trouble might appear. And that is actually the cause of much of the suffering here on earth. It's just trying to teach us these lessons that last a lifetime and beyond.